All right. I'm Tim,
I'm Doug.
and this is
Loveable Miscreants Gaming.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution for Nintendo Switch. Updated version from DS and or PC. They had like a bunch of DLC that had all like the extended story stuff and deck upgrades and everything like that, but now it's a little different. And by a little, I mean, oh god, it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's
So
not.
this is like the ultimate edition of the game.
So there's the Yu-Gi-Oh! First Gen,
Okay.
GX, which
Uh-huh.
was like the hero fusions and certain storyline. 5Ds was the motorcycle.
Uh huh.
Zexal was
GX was when they're in the
numbers,
school, right?
Yes, GX was the high school,
Okay.
quote unquote school. Yeah. 5Ds was like the motorcycle racing and synchro summons and stuff like that. Zexal was XYZ summons and some other stuff. I don't know what Arc V and Vrains is. I have absolutely no idea what those campaigns consist of which I'm still in Gen 1.
All right.
Of Gen 1, I have defeated all of these people.
I recognize some of them.
So, you remember this one? This was the one like
Joey Wheeler.
on the roof, like bullshitting on the roof. Then this was when Kaiba kidnaps Grandpa.
Grandpa. Yeah.
This is the Exodia fight,
Uh huh.
and then continuation on the
Do you
island.
have to end the fight with Exodia?
You don't have to,
Is it a?
but
bonus?
it's like it's in your cards. Like it's kind of your deck is built for that purpose. Then you fight Moth, and you play as Joey for Mai. In each one of these, you can play the story deck, which is designed from the moment. It's a 40 count, 35 to 40 count deck build for the story moment, or you can customize your own via the deck builder in the game. The problem is the story decks are sometimes too OP,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets really complicated. So like this moment here, as an example, I can hit a button and do something real cool.
You can play as Kaiba.
Play as Kaiba. The deck is built as meant to win. Like, it's meant for Yugi to win this moment because of Exodia.
Mm-hmm.
I have played this duel reversed
And you can win
10
with Kaiba.
times. I have not won with Kaiba yet. I cannot win with
Yugi just
Kaiba.
Exodius.
Yugi Exodia'd me every goddamn time.
So is there like a turn limit or something, or
It's like if you draw out of cards, or if he gets the 5 pieces of Exodia,
but like
you win. Like
is
he
it?
wins.
I wonder if it's programmed with like a certain number of turns before
What?
he draws the Exodius.
No,
No?
It's perfectly random every time. As
Perfectly
far as what
random.
I've known, like I would get to turn 42 and you get Exodia. I get to turn 10 and he gets Exodia. Like it's 1-to-1. So I go as one turn, he goes as one turn. So it counts
So
that
he just drew Exodia his first
every time.
5 cards.
Every flipping time. Because he uses like the effects of some of the monsters. Like there's like a card called Sagan.
Uh-huh.
It's like a 3-eyed Karibo, technically.
Yeah.
Its effect is when it is destroyed from the field and sent to the graveyard, you can take any monster with an attack or defense less than 1,500 from your deck to your hand.
And it's an Exodia
If
piece.
if it's an effect monster, its effect is negated in that turn. So as long as you don't draw the Exodia head first or last, you win. So like you draw the 5th piece of Exodia, you're done. He has 3 Sagans in his deck. Every time I killed them, I would lose.
Because he just
Yep.
there's an Exodia piece. Is it you just have the Exodia pieces in your hand?
Has to be in your hand. There's an Exod card, EXXOD. There's deck edit, build, empty deck. Yes. Don't care. We'll delete later. Go please go here. Go all the way to E. There are so many cards.
You're still in C.
I know. I
D.
saw something that kind of triggered.
E. Exodia.
So there's Exodia the Forbidden One.
That's
If you
the head.
have right leg, right arm, left arm, in addition to this card in your hand, you win the duel. Exodius, the ultimate Forbidden Lord. Cannot be summoned, must be special summoned by shuffling all monsters in your graveyard into your deck, and cannot be special summoned from any other ways. When this card declares an attack, send one monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 attack for each normal monster in your graveyard. If this face-up card will leave the field, banish it instead. If there are 5 different Forbidden One cards in your graveyard, they were sent there from this card's effect, you win.
So you have 5 of these.
What? So if you have the 5 pieces
Forbidden. Oh, if you have the 5 pieces of Exodia, the Forbidden One,
in the graveyard,
in the graveyard,
and this card, you win.
that and 4 other ones.
Yes. If there are 5 different Forbidden One cards in your graveyard that were sent by this card's effect specifically, you win.
Huh.
There's Exodia Necros. Cannot be special summoned by any other way other than contract with Exodia. That's why I stopped at C. Cannot be destroyed by battle or spell trap effect. Once per turn during your standby phase, this card gains 500 attack. Destroy this card unless all 5 are in your graveyard. Exodia, 5 pieces. So, like, you can build a deck around having all of these in your hand, but also add these ones in effect. There are more than just these 3. There's a lot more than just those 3. Oh, there's Exod, Master of the Guard. The card cannot be normal summoned or set. The card cannot be special summoned except by tributing 1 Sphinx monster. Each time an Earth monster is flip summoned, while this card remains face up on the field, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent.
So you just build this with a bunch of Earth monsters.
Pretty much, yeah. And it has 4,000 defense, so odds are not much is going to be able to kill it.
You just pop it in defense mode. And
Yep. And you're good to go.
I'm going to summon an Earth monster. I'm going to summon an Earth monster.
Yep. Each time an Earth monster is flip summoned. So, like, it just...
You put it down face down and then...
and then trigger its flip the next turn, or if something, like, attacks it, it flips, technically, I think. No, it's flip summon, so you have to do it yourself. But, like, Gandorux... Oh, Geargle. I have to trigger so much. Gigantic Castle, Synchros, like... There are so many new mechanics that even I can't gather at this moment. Like, I've never understood pendulum summons. Like, this effect is nuts.
So, let me tell you about my experience playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Go ahead.
We used the Duelist Kingdom rules, where you just put monsters on the field.
Yeah, summon and...
Don't care about stars or anything.
Yeah.
Just, you can play 1 monster per round, and...
Yeah.
Like,
those are the classic prior Gen 1 effects. So, like...
I think I also played a duel with the summoning rules, where, like, the tribute summons.
Some of them did trigger for a while into, like, the Pegasus Legion, but yeah.
I had Kaiba's basic deck, and my friend had Yugi's basic deck.
I hate this
Minus Exodia.
Yeah.
So, like...
Exodia's hard.
It was always Blue Eyes versus Dark Magician.
Play as Pegasus to take out
Kaiba.
Kaiba. It's so good. So,
All right,
like,
so where are you at now?
So, if I'm right, this is the pre-city. This is the island test.
Duelist Kingdom.
Duelist Kingdom. This is the final matchup of the Duelist Kingdom. Then this is the city where Kaiba does the duel tournament in the city, and you start off with like the dual discs or the dual spinners and that whole thing. This is the original Slifer owner. So this is the trigger into the storyline with Malik, Odeon, and I don't remember her name exactly, which leads up to Dark Malik, and that's the final fight. Like, you're going with Slifer and Obelisk against Ra. He never got to summon Ra because I beat him so fast, which was very surprising, honestly. I think it was like turn 15, which was very surprising to me, considering the luck of my draw, literally. This is where it gets weird, because you're dealing with something called the Seal of Orichalcos. In the show, the Seal of Orichalcos turns the entire field on its hinges. Whereas the spell section, the spell and trap section of the duel field, can now be used to monster summon. So you can summon 10 monsters at once. So, like, as the first one, using the sort of Seal of Orichalcos, summoned almost 10 Harpy-themed monsters in order to summon Harpy Dragon, which summoned a Harpy Fusion, which did a bunch of other chaotic crap. So it, like, the Seal of Orichalcos has an awful
And you've
effect.
had to beat her as Joey Wheeler?
Yeah, it was hard. And then I had to do Kaiba, and then Joey against this guy.
Why does that guy look like the protagonist from the second?
It's just an art style, I would assume.
So,
like, it means nothing because he dies. So, or I'm pretty sure he dies. His soul gets taken. That's a common thing. Oh, dang it! No! Yes, quit. Name.
Infinite.
Look at it. He's got the infinity symbol on his collar and a monocle. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him. He's adorable. Oh, God. Yeah, the Orichalcos, like, steals people's souls and does stuff with it.
Who's this guy with the awesome sideburns?
Dragons.
Raphael.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the bad guy in this one's called Darts. So I can go story or user. Let's go story. Because I know he's going to kick my ass either way. I guarantee I'm not going to win this. At this moment, I would very much wager I'm not going to win.